the president is going to fundamentally redefine the use of force in America, what's it all for? What I'm about to say and my theory of the case is something I never imagined saying. I believe Trump is reshaping the country to hold on to power.
It is a breathtaking thing to hear, especially from her. Hi again, everybody. It's 5 o'clock now in New York. Just put a pin in that for 1 second. That was, of course, Senator Elissa Slotkin. I'll show you the rest of what she had to say. Let her complete her argument in a second. But first, call to mind, once again, something we've talked about a lot on this show, this metaphor of a frog in a slowly boiling pot of water, a scenario that perfectly illustrates the difference between sudden and gradual peril, and one so often applied to our country's drift toward authoritarianism. In this case, we're the ones in the pot, being slowly boiled. Today, though, the New York Times editorial board handed the American people what amounts to a report card or a thermometer, a set of what it calls 12 markers of democratic erosion with help from scholars who have studied the phenomenon. For example, an authoritarian stifles dissent and speech, as you can see there, bypasses the legislature, uses the military for domestic control, defies the courts, controls information and the news media, tries to take over universities, and manipulates the law to stay in power. The point Elissa Slotkin was making in the end there. New York Times editorial board gauges that Donald Trump has started to do all of those things. The list goes on because an authoritarian also persecutes political opponents, declares national emergencies on false pretenses, vilifies marginalized groups, creates a cult of personality, and uses power for personal profit. The New York Times editorial board asserts that Donald Trump has done every single one of those things.